I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Shit. I guess we're live already. Forgot to change the transition. Okay, yeah, hello. So, what are we building today? This is what we're building today. So, this is the... I've forgotten the name of it. Farah, and it is a 40-meter passenger boat that is operated, I think, off the west coast of Ireland in the Aran Islands. Gonna have a go at trying to build that. A very little. This is a very new boat, so very little to go off. Other than that, it's 40 meters long, 9 meters wide, and 160 tons. Apart from that, I haven't a clue. I don't know. That's about as much as I have to go off. So hopefully, once we get up and going, we'll start to make a bit more sense of it. But I have a few reference photos as well, so. Not flying completely blind, luckily. So we'll start by drag this down to the bottom, gives us more room up above. Start by marking out where it'll go. So if we do, actually we'll move that all the way to the back, and also change it pink, so that we know this is just a frame. So, what did I say, 9 meters? So that'll be 4.5 each side. We're not going to get it exactly 9 because then it would be an even number of blocks wide, and I don't like doing that. Draw that up the sides. And then 40 meters long. There we go, 40 meters. So we'll do 40.25 and then draw that up there. And that is it. That is about as much detail as we need for that. Draft. What do we think the draft will be? Sort of hard to gauge when you've so little information on it. Based on the pictures, I'm going to just assume maybe 2.5 meters. Aye, that'll do, 2.5 meters. Okay, just realised no idea what kind of engines this will have. It's prop drive, that's about as much as I know, but I think it's just two 2 shaft drive engines. Right, okay. We'll go with that. Right, let's make a start. So, you know what, we'll save that as a template. Here's, that's the right way to spell it. Okay, I think that's how we spell it. And then we're going to close that down because I'm going to build the wheelhouse first. Not sure why, but I feel like that's just the easiest thing to do. So, we've got nice new windows now, so we've got plenty of options. Too many options, I can't tell which one's which. 3x4x4. I'd be good if I had a four block wide one. But we'll have to stick with the 3 blocks for now. And then we're going to do one of the angled ones. Is that? No, that's not the right type. Is that? Okay, that's not it either. That one? Nope. 2x. It's going to be 3x3x3, isn't it? Or 3x2? No. 3x4x3? That one could work. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see, 4.5 meters outside. It's not going to be 4.5 meters at the bridge, is it? Yeah, that's too small. I'd say I want the bridge to be like that wide. We could just maybe not make it to scale. That's an idea. Yeah, we'll just... Yeah, that's a much better idea. Okay. I can delete that template then. We'll not build it to scale. Okay, full 3x3. Oh, why am I going to do this now? 2x3. Nope, not like that. And then a... Oh my god, there's so many windows now. Better than too few though. Okay, and then we'll have a gap, and then repeat that. That should be enough. And then we'll have a door here. Yeah, this is going great so far. Good if we could get this all done tonight. I highly doubt it though. It would be pretty cool. Do like a one night build. I've done that before, just never streamed them. Although know me, I'll just add more stuff to it anyway. Right, I'll get rid of all of this, even though we'll be putting something similar back in. Let's have a look at the shape of the wheelhouse, the top of the wheelhouse. Let's have a look. I would put stuff up on the screen, but I'm using my iPad for this, so it's sort of not possible. Yeah, this has worked out as an oddish number. So we've ended up 5 longer. I wonder, should we maybe just make that all one window, have 3 in the middle? Yeah, I think we will. So we'll get rid of that area, and then cut and grab that, pull that forward, across, connect it up like that, and then grab all that as well and move that over 1, 2, and then 3 for the mullion. Right, okay. I'll make this all symmetrical in a minute, but for now we need the 2 by 3 by 2, 3 by 3 by 2. 2 by 3 by 3. Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, then we can merge them again. And then copy from there all the way around. Take all of that in and copy and paste over here then. Just move all this stuff in here. Cool. Right. Decent enough size wheelhouse. It's a wee bit sort of flat at the front, but it's not too bad, I suppose. Unless I use more of these. I could, yeah, we could do that. So let's just, what way will this be going? So that way, like that, okay. And then they'll meet at the top corner there. And then in the middle, we will put a triangle. So a 3 by 3 pyramid. That's a lot of lines though, that's anything. Okay, I've had to change a heart on that. Yeah, okay, we'll stick with what we had. That'll do. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We'll just quickly build that out. Drag these across, and then where's the 1 by 4? I don't have any. 1 by 4 or 4 by 4. And then that works it up to that nice sort of flat edge that we can work with. Although possibly might have been better with it as 2 by 2s. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so 2 by 2s out, and then we'll do the 2 by 2s down the side as well, like that. And then about here, I don't know where the nav lights are on this thing. I'm just making a wild guess at this. You're my favourite Northern Irish YouTuber. Make that Irish and I'll take it as a compliment. No, seriously though, thank you very much. That's quite nice. Okay. Right, let's get that up and then paint that black around there. That makes the lights stand out a bit better. Don't need to do the bottom of it. And then, oh, that's the wrong colour. Nope, that's the wrong colour as well. Turn the symmetry off and do the green. Just that one there, yep. Perfect. Right. How many viewers have we got? Why have I not got a viewer count? And we've at least one viewer. Because he's commenting. Yeah, it's 0. It's M1. I don't know, that could just be a buggy wee thing I have in the top right corner, or top left hand corner of the screen. Doesn't appear to be overly accurate. Okay, this wheelhouse looks really short. Sort of thinking I should just kept it the width it was. You know what? No time like the present to change it back. Because we make the rules with this boat, apparently. Get rid of all of that. And all of that. Can't make that really difficult. And put that there. And then put that one there. It's going to leave us as quite a small wheelhouse, but if the proportions look right, then I'm happy enough. Don't be deleting anything. Oh, I just deleted that by accident. Paste. And gonna have to redo my lights. Oh, jeepers. There we go. Okay, just need to do one light. Red. That's not red. No, that is red. Perfect. Right, what next?
It's all about humanity.
I think we'll have a door. Yeah, that seems like a nice place for a door. So, what height do I have in this wheelhouse? It doesn't need to be huge. It's not going to be a big boat, I've just decided. So, we can stick the door right up the
It's all about humanity.
roof level, kind of. Should we have it fold out or in? Sort of thinking in would be better, but then it restricts what we can do behind the door. So I'll have it fold out for now. We can always change it later if we need to. Why does that look so tall? It's much too tall, isn't it? Yeah, that is way too tall. Okay. That should only be 3 there. Do 3 and then one of these here instead. Probably should add the door hinge on that side. Because the stair, it's going to be going down that way to the back deck. This is a really weirdly laid out boat. I can't really get a good glimpse of what way it's laid out. But if we're just going off what we're building, then I can just literally make it up as we go along. And make it work to our advantage. Like I might have a staircase inside. Okay, now that door seems really small. What have I done wrong here? It was too big first time, but now it's too small. It was probably right the first time. Knowing my skills. Like that looks huge. So that's floor level, and then that's a really tall room. That's what it is, that's a tall room. Why have I got that in my head that I'm so confused. Okay, we can have that come off. Okay, we can take a block off it then. It's not much, but it's a wee bit of a saving.
Don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done? Make me feel alive. Take my hand and run, let me be the one. Let's just take the dive. Night's only begun. Don't you think we're done?
Let's get this. We might as well wire them up now while we're here. Save us time doing logic later. See, now that door looks tiny. We'll have to spawn it in and have a look. What I might do is move over to the creative island. Because I have the workbench modded there and I can put it up on the ground. Yeah, we'll do that. This one here. Love the pilot boat. Thank you. I quite liked it too. Apart from how unstable it was. Yeah, it was a wobbly boat. For some reason I'm getting like half my chat cut off here on the screen. Just trying to fix that. Sorry, that's gonna mess up the stream a wee bit. There we go. Okay. Back in business. So, because we've got the modded workbench over here, I can stick it onto here, and then when we're doing everything we can get the proportions right. We can kind of tell how big and small everything is. That doesn't feel too bad now that we're in it. As long as we can actually fit through that door. Oh, actually the door can be one more higher. That's what it was sitting down too low. It's not up against the ceiling. So grab that bit there, and that bit there, stretch that up, and touch that onto there. Get one of the 1x2 windows instead. And then do that. And a bit of that. Oh, not like that. We want this door to seal. For some reason, I don't actually know why this would need to seal. It's fairly high up, so it probably won't provide us any buoyancy. It might provide us anti kind of capsize abilities, but not enough that it would right the boat, I don't think. It's a bit easier to see what we're doing. Oh, that's why it's so narrow. I didn't put the mullions back in. Okay, stick that back in now. While I remember before I build the rest of the boat and it's too small. Because I've done that before and I don't like repeating it. Right, and then over on that side. Cut and paste. Does kind of look like it's being blocked a wee bit in visibility there, but can't really think of any other way to do it unless we just have one kind of singular window like that. And then it sort of looks like it's maybe been reinforced or something. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So, what way is this going? It's weird, it's sort of, it comes up to deck level and then kind of cuts off like here. So that would need to go, let's think this through logically. We'd need one of the 1x2 wedges, would that be correct? So if we want, I don't know why I'm narrating this. I'm looking at an iPad screen, trying to work out how to do this. Yeah, that looks about right, okay. So, then we'll have the wee bit that comes out. Actually, you know what we'll do? Just quickly cut to the image of it, and I can point at it. Oh, I can't point at it? Okay, well. If you look at the wheelhouse in the image, no, I can't get the cursor on it. If you look at the wheelhouse in the image, there's the wheelhouse door behind the windows. At that point, it seems to cut off and then go down and slope towards the front then. Which is what we're trying to do. So, yeah. Probably could have been done better, but it'll do for now. Let's go up the front actually. What we could do instead would be. Oh no, we couldn't do that because it's. Oh no, it's not actually. No, it is. Is it? Okay, you just have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to show you. We could run these along, and that means that the roof of down below can be higher. And then run from this point. These, but these might not be wide enough to fit that gap. No. That's unfortunate. Because that actually does look like a nice shape. I know what we can do. I'll make it wider again. That's basically what this has become, is me making this boat ever so slightly wider with every passing minute. Oh no, actually I need to move that back as well when I move it. Just quickly recut the other side. Measure once, cut twice. And then add one of them up there. And then a mullion down the middle. Well, it's not the middle at all. And then put that there. Oh yes, there we go. That's more like it. Okay, merge all this crap together. Oh my god, no. That's not even now. Oh. Okay, if we did them from that side. Nope, apparently not. And then from... No, it's not gonna work, is it? Okay, I've messed this up completely. But I think I prefer how that looks to how that had looked. Because that can be really anything, but this, I'm going for a specific style down here. So... what's that gonna go up? Gonna go there. Not even close. Oh yeah, that's one of these. Oh, that's gonna take up a lot of space. Okay, right. What are we thinking of this so far? I have mixed mixed opinions. This really is a nightmare of a hull. I was going to build a boat similar to this, like it was probably like at least a year ago now, but it's just such a weird looking hull. It's hard to know what to do and where to put stuff. But for the minute, I'm kind of going with, if it looks alright, then we'll just go with it, because I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe run that along there, and then that along there, and then just make it smaller. It's not what I would have wanted to do, but it's better than nothing. Okay, that looks a bit blocky, but oh, that doesn't look great actually. Just thinking to myself now, how do I incorporate this into the lower part of it? Okay, doing the wheelhouse first was a horrendous idea. We can still work with it, but it's just, I'm going to need to do something else now instead and just work it in from there. So, how big do we want the decks? Maybe 8 blocks tall, 2 meters. Yeah, that should do. So that'll be the passenger deck, yeah. So that's the main. That's the main deck. And it looks like there's a good bit underneath it as well. It's sort of, that's the deck level, but there's then almost another deck underneath it before you get to the keel. We'll maybe do 1.75. I think that's 1.75 is the minimum height for a door. Yeah. And then we'll just do sort of like a tank deck under there then. So that'll be, yeah, it looks alright, I suppose. So from below the hull, okay, I can't think right. What have I done? Okay, 40 meters long. No, we're not going on something anymore. No. Okay. Sort of have slanted sides, so if we take it at that, if we use this as our width mark, how is that? Okay, 6.75, 6.75 into 6.75, nope, these are 9, divided by 6.75 is 1. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's the other way around. So I need to 6.75 divided by 9. Divided by 9 equals 0.75. Okay, that's handy. So all of our measurements will just do 0.75 of, so it's 30 meters long then, and 6.7 meters wide. So meter and a half of keel, or meter and a half draft. Ooh. These photos have draft markings on it. Shame it's so pixelated. Let's see if I can get closer on, because I didn't even think about using one. Oh, here's a good one. Ooh. Again, I would show you this, but it's on a different screen. 3 meters is that? Interesting. And what's it at? Okay, it's just 2.2 meters. Okay, so our 2 meter estimate was all right then. We'll run roughly with that, maybe 1.75 instead. So main deck coming out to there, and then a meter of deck underneath, and then that'll be our water line, and then 1.75 underneath that. How does that sound? Yeah, what I'll have to do, I just kind of do this off the bat, just make it look good. It's a very deep V hole on this, but I'm not going to make it as deep because Stormworks does not like deep Vs. Just going to keep it nice and simple, like so. Okay, that's decent shape. So, where to now? Maybe have that curve. Ooh, I could actually curve that down into the hole in a way that it kind of, what's the word? Not envelops, but like fits in with the rest of it. Maybe have it here, and then instead of that one, we just use that and blend that in. See, that doesn't look all that great, so we'll not do that. Stick with what we had and run that back and have this happen there. That doesn't actually look terrible. Okay. Getting somewhere now. Still a weird hole, but we're getting the hang of it. Right, what next? Keep going at the... We're going to make the wheelhouse a lot further forward on this than it is on the real one. The real one, there's a good bit of windows underneath it, but... Although actually I suppose we could just have the ceiling. Can we have that? We might be able to, yeah. Just have the ceiling extend out. And then... How have I confused? I've confused myself again. Something like that. We need to move everything else down by one, but that's not a huge deal. So just cut all of this. Just copy it all and then cut and paste. And then we'll move these down as well. And just create a wee gap in the structure where that can create that nicer effect, and then that way we can have the windows going further forward as well. Because the windows are going to be cut into this bit here. It'll all make sense probably very soon. Okay. Okay, right. So we're going to put the door, actually, you know what we should do now? We should measure it how long it is. Start working on the bow. I reckon if the bow is about here, so the point of the bow. No, that's too far forward. Yeah, that there will probably do as the point. The pointy bit of the boat. And then 30 meters back from that would be to here. There we go. And then we'll do the back after, because it's going to be a different shape altogether. So if we have this come out, if we use the main deck as a sort of template, and then we can cut bits of it away, gives the shape then. It's a very, very pointy boat, this, so it will have quite a sharp angle in the bow. Cut more like that, and then start doing them 1x4s. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to pointy, this is like a needle. That's probably not even as pointy as it is in real life. So we'll then have this stop. Is that 4? Oh, it is 4. Yes, perfect. God, I love it when crap lines up like that. And then that allows us to do that. Lovely. not even really sure what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of building because it all just kind of flowed for a minute. Hopefully it works out well. So we're gonna have like a kind of deck area up the front for like mirroring and stuff. And in the wheelhouse, or not the wheelhouse, the passenger cabin, like the front of the passenger cabin, will kind of envelop that then. Is that the right word? Am I using that right? It sort of just takes it over. Good. So that looks weird. Yeah. Okay. That is 6 blocks tall. That actually worked out alright. So we could have 2 more of these all around. It's like a kind of, I don't know, flat surface. Not that we really need it. That would make it good to pick up on radar, I suppose. Okay, then we'll use these. There's 2 of these. And then from there we'll blend it in with these. And from there we'll move to the 4x4s. Isn't actually turning out too badly. It's still weird looking, like, but it's not as bad looking as I was expecting it to look. It's amazing what seeing a picture of a boat can start when you play Stormworks. Like, that's the only reason I'm building this, because I saw a picture of one lit up nicely in the dark on Facebook, and I've practically built, well, bit off that yet, but we're on our way to that. That's the main game, or the main goal at the end. Okay, that's went wrong somewhere along the line. What have I done differently? Maybe make this more angled. Like that. And then got 2 blocks. Oh crap. That 1x4 won't match up nicely with that at all. So that's going to cut in a wee bit more than it would like to. What we could really do with is a 2x8. That would be a good piece to kind of bridge that gap. Where will that need to go? That'll need to be one of... Oh, where have I done this? Oh, get rid of that actually. We'll need another one of them then. Up in there. I suppose that'll work all right. Doesn't look the best, but for the level we're going for, it's just about alright. It'll definitely do the job, that's the main thing. So let's fill this up then. And then we'll take a quick break so I can drink water. Okay. I should just get rid of this first. Clean the place a little bit. There we go. I don't know what we'll do with that. Maybe make some sort of mast or something, but sort that out in a minute. Anyway, let's come back in a minute. Yeah.
Who alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a scotch bonnet. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. The way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat. I might get convicted. They know how I move. It was predicted. Persistent. Spoke it into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be speaking this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. What you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Right. I just realized I've made enter the same button to change the stream over, so yeah, that's why it keeps changing early. I'll just change that before the next one. So, what will we start on now? We'll fill in the rest of this. Actually, you know what we'll do? Just make sure it's not going to clip through the floor. And then we'll spawn it in. It should sit flat. Well, flat-ish. Yeah, perfect. So, up there, it's going to be lower deck. This is actually a big enough boat. It's bigger than I thought it would be. We could probably even lower this deck down by 1 and lower that bottom deck down by 1 and make that deck 1 block higher then in the process. Yeah, that could work. I like that shape. No, not so keen on this shape here, but the rest of it's quite nice. Let's see what our visibility is like from up on the bridge. If we imagine ourselves sitting about here. That's pretty good actually. Not too bad at all. And then we'll have screens and stuff that'll show us the back corners. Sort of like reversing cameras or wing mirrors even. Digital wing mirrors. Okay, back to work. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, you cast it. Right. Oh, actually, this lend itself. Oh no, it can't actually. Oh no, it can. I was going to say this can lend itself to a nice kind of design in the ceiling leading towards the front. But it can because that floor level there will be up at that level. So we can fill that in. We'll probably fill that all in microcontrollers and stuff because it keeps it all hidden. I could have sworn this song has been on already. Unless that's still... Is this still the same song? It's like an extra verse. No, it's started again. Okay, hopefully that one hasn't been on already. That's the issue with using NCS, you end up running out of songs. Okay, so this area up here is useless apart from microcontrollers basically. That's what I'm going to assume. Here we'll have basic dials and stuff. And then we'll have the seat there. I'm not sure we have a back by wanting to lose now. That's alright actually. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we've got the helm, which is a step closer to it being a proper ship. And then along here, actually we have it recessed into there, so we don't even need to take that gap, but along here we'll have compass, speed, sonar, and something on that side. I don't know, we'll figure that out. Just at a time, and then on each side we'll just have like engine instruments, lighting instruments, all that kind of stuff. Everything that we need. Right. I wonder what we're not behind this, because we don't really need crew space up here, because we could have crew space in below on this deck here, because we're going to have loads and loads of room. What was it these folks said on their website? Something like 300 passengers. Like it's not a small boat at all. Ferries, okay. Passenger capacity 394. Okay, that's a big boat. Our one will probably not have that because I don't know if I could really be bothered writing 394 times into the seats for Stormlink. That would be a lot of effort. I suppose I could have the 394 seats and then just do maybe like 100 of them as actually Stormlink, but it's always nice to have the actual amount of seats. Echo face reveal when I don't know. Talk to me about it when we get to 100 subscribers. Maybe that will do the trick. Or if I start doing live action videos, that'll be also something I'm looking at possibly doing. Of like boating or something like that. Yet to decide. I hope this looks better when I have all the windows in, because at the minute it just kind of looks like a big blob. You know what we'll do? We'll put in a rub rail. It serves, I was going to say little purpose, but absolutely no purpose right now to put this in, except to break up the sort of boring look of it. So rub rail, if you're not familiar, is literally just like a big rubber strip. Why can't I place this block? Oh, come on. Oh. My notepad was holding down control. That would do it. Yeah, so it's basically just a big rubber strip. It won't be rubber in the game, but it's basically just a big strip around the side of the boat. So that if you crash into anything, you're provided with some protection. Not much. Just looked at the picture again, I've realised the real one has a lot more point in the bow. So like it just goes straight down that kind of shape there rather than curving out and round. But I don't know, this might be alright for now. Although I say that, it's easier to check it now. Check now what it would look like done differently than it is to wait till the end and then decide, you know what, I'm going to change the font. Because then it just gets really complicated and really annoying and makes me want to quit Stormworks forever. Again, been there, done that. But I'm still here, haven't quit yet. Would be a good way of doing this. Maybe having a 1x4 and then no, hang on. 2x2, you know, is what we need. And then that can create a nice kind of, well, not flat, but like nice kind of curve effect to the front. Okay, what do we think? Is that a better shape for the front? So just a sharper point to it. I can't really see even much difference myself. Well, I can see a difference, but it's not huge. It doesn't look bad, so we'll stick with that for now, but yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, doke, let's continue the hull back then. Should we do more of the superstructure or should we start working on the transom? Transom on this looks fairly, not gonna say simple, but not too complicated. So possibly do that first. It doesn't look like a fast boat, this, that's my only concern at the minute. It sort of looks quite big and chunky and slow. Maybe that's just the light, I don't know. That'll be grand once it's up and running. What time are we on? 11:15. Okay, I think we'll run till 11:30. So we've got 45 minutes to piss about with this and mess everything up. Ooh, Pilot's going to be ecstatic over this. He probably will be, if I can pull this off. He seems to quite like this boat. Okay. Don't know why I did that ship. Right. I'm just going to continue the hull all the way back. And then we'll cut into it where we need to, so, well, I've actually pulled that more than I need to, but that way we can just kind of work with what's there. So we'll just cut that from there. And then we know exactly what we're working with. See, now that looks too short. Or does it? 30 meters? It doesn't look like 30 meters. 30 meters to there. It's only 25 meters. How have I managed to... Oh, I cut a bit of it off, that's what it was. Okay, so there you were actually in the right place then. So yeah, we'll just assume that's roughly where it needs to go to. These we will go. I'll cut a wee bit off them, and we'll start by doing these, and then kind of curve it around with these. I think we're gonna add another rub rail down here, just like another wee rim around the edge. Where did I say the water line was? 1.75 was it? Okay, that's 2 meters there. I'm feeling this is going to sit a lot lower than that, so I suppose I could use pivots. That would be one way of sorting that issue. We'll run these up the side, and then that up as well. And then, okay, I've not left myself a lot of room to work with there, have I? New plan. Gonna move all of this up by 4. And then, oh crap. Okay, I thought I messed up there, but it's alright actually. Is it? Can't tell, it doesn't look very right, but I have a feeling it is. I'm not going to go too complicated for the back of this boat. I want it to be nice and simple. So we use 2x2s. Drag them down into that corner, and then 1x4s coming out to the back, and creating a kind of shelf on the back then where the rudders will sit. We'll have Can you tell I'm making this up as I go along? I'd say you probably can. It's fairly clear. Right, okay. That's not enough room for rudders. Oh, actually it might be. Because we could put the propellers in tunnels. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put the propellers in tunnels. That will make no sense at all right now, but I'll build it in a wee second here. And hopefully it'll make sense. Probably still won't make. Oh fuck. Ah. What have I done here? Okay, scrap that. Move all of this back a good bit. Well, I'll do 4 just for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way at least stuff should match up easily enough. Said without much confidence. What? Oh, come on. Okay, now how do I move that one over? That was not what I wanted to do at all. Not even close. Okay, move that to there. And then press U. Move that to there. Okay. Take that down to there. Might do a few down at the bottom. 1x4. Just to kind of smooth it out a wee bit and give us more room to put the tunnels. Because at the minute we're kind of running low. Although how do we work the 1x4 into that then? Damn it. I'm not very good at thinking ahead of these kind of things. Oh, oh my god, right, okay. That needs to move. I should move that backwards. By that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get that all. Yeah, I should have moved that back one again. Although I haven't said that. No, that's not. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, this is what happens when you have absolutely no plan going into this. YOLO. I know. We'll just use this instead. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this because it's not really much good does at the minute. It's just getting in our way. That would be better as 4 or 2. And that way we could use the. No, actually, we can't use these. Forget I mentioned that. Chances I redo this all by the end of the stream, or just give up and move on to the superstructure. How would we feel about that? All in favour say sub to Gregos. Okay, I don't know what's happened to this now. How has this ended up looking like this? I'm so confused. Oh, right. Okay. Yep, we're doing what I said I might do. Gonna move on and do. Actually, no, we'll not do that because I can use this actually to our advantage, making the stern. Can use the deck. God, what is happening over here? That's when you copy paste things and you forget your own symmetry and big messes like that. So at the back, I'm gonna go into. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll measure it out because I'll limit it to 30. Okay, that's enough. Do 2 there, then 1, and then 4. Okay. And then that's a nice kind of gentle curve on the back of the boat. But it's not though because that's in the wrong place. Okay. Right. So that can actually go down, almost straight down to the bottom of the boat if we wanted to, because it's at the back, so it's not really unusual for it to look like that, like just a straight line down. But I think instead of that we'll do 2 blocks down and then 1 block in like that, and then have okay, I've literally just no idea right now. Maybe I should have started at the back. That could have given us better results overall, but we're this far now. Okay, how's that one? Okay, we'll call the top of that sort of slant in the deck there, or in the hull, we'll call that our water line, and then have the actual hull come up 1 block underneath that then. Right. Let's do that and get rid of that. Oh no, that's not right, is it? Because I need that to connect into the main hull. So that all needs to come up by 1. Which luckily isn't the worst thing that could happen, but still an inconvenience, I suppose. Okay, lift that up and merge, and job's a good one. So maybe we should just stick the rudders in now, and then that'll sort of cement me to this area. Or we can make it more complicated for ourselves by adding these and having the hull kind of go a wee bit deeper, which I actually sort of want. Wonder will these be enough to turn it? Because they're not huge, them rudders. We could do with the big ones, which means actually we could put a bit more curve on the hull, as long as the rudders have a nice sort of flat area to pinch onto. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Come up with a different idea for there, and then work this into the 1x4 or the 4x4, and that'll be the end of the 4x4, and I can just forget about it then. For now, oh sorry. For now anyway. Should we try that? This is such a random playlist. Like, I know it's kind of what you'd expect when you're trying to use non-licensed music. But still, it's fairly random. Like, you'd think they'd have sort of theme to it. Although there probably is a themed one, I just haven't seen it. Okay. Oh, I thought I black screened there. I'm going to turn world view on just so I can save myself the panic. Right, and up into the back of the hull like that. Lovely job. And then we'll have the rudders somewhere in here, or not the rudders, well, the rudders as well, but the propellers mainly. Well, I think we're going to use medium propellers. Well, large propellers, but they're the medium of the options available. We'll have them about here. And we'll come out about right there. Put one back. And the rudder will sit just below the transom then. Why did I place all this? Why couldn't I just draw a line? Okay, now I need to just shape the hull around that. So what I'm thinking is I would curve in then tunnel at that. So like a tunnel coming up. Where's that ended up not being level? Forgot we were streaming there. Yeah. Yeah, I might just go quiet like that from time to time. Okay. Is that symmetrical? Yes, it is. Okey-doke. So, now we can see a bit better what I meant by the tunnel. So the tunnel that kind of houses the propeller. It's more of a sort of just a random shape than a tunnel. We might make a sort of keel extension? No, if it was an extension there would have to be part of the keel already there. And yeah, okay then, just a keel. So kind of coming out of this bit here. And that, I don't know, it might help us stay a bit more centered than we otherwise would be. Being Stormworks, will probably have absolutely no hydrodynamic effect at all. But every little helps. Oh, in level, yeah it is. Curve that down into there. Okay, that was about the weirdest looking stern I've ever done, but you know, that's a lie. I've actually done pretty weird and usually pretty awful. I was going to say weird and wonderful, but they're just a mess. But that is definitely up there with this kind of weird keel coming down as well. Although the keel actually doesn't look the worst. Who knows, it could actually even just kind of save it a wee bit from looking totally horrendous. I'm gonna go ahead and doubt it though. We could have a stern thruster in there. If we make it a bit thicker, we could put a stern thruster in. I'm not sure how necessary it would be. Should get a good amount of sort of pivot maneuverability. I'm going to add the system that the passenger catamaran I built has, so that you can control both engines individually, like you would with a railboat, and then you can kind of basically spin on the spot if you've got enough power and enough sort of, if they're well enough placed in the boat, that they're going to allow you to give that kind of pivot motion. Okay, that is the hull. Time are we on? 10 past. Okay, got about 20 minutes left, and then we'll call it. Let's see how she floats. Don't know why I said how she floats, because she's not on. Oh, I need rudders. Okay, let's do them. Before we do a float test, we could probably still get away with them wee ones. It's just a case of whether or not we'll have the power to turn the boat. The last thing we want is the rudders being underpowered. Ill suited for the boat. I reckon these are probably our best ones to go for here. Even though that looks like it's kind of stretching it a wee bit behind the transom. Oh, no, perfectly in line. Okay, that's a sign that it is alright. It's probably not really, it's probably just a mad coincidence, but I really hate how these look. I'd much rather be using better ones, but they're the best we have. I suppose I could move them in by one. Cut the prop off. And just move that whole thing in by one. Turn off symmetry so that we don't have any turning issues. Okay, that looks slightly better now. So let's position it back over the water. I'd say it's probably going to be majorly unstable just because of how weirdly long and wide it, or long and narrow it is. It's like a narrow boat nearly. She's tipping. What did I tell you? Okay, this is literally frozen. That seems alright. I suppose we could maybe have another passenger cabin downstairs. Like, I can't imagine this boat being one that would go overly far, but we could maybe, just maybe, put like proper cabins in where you can sleep. Might be a bit over the top for this boat, but I don't know, it could work. Could look cool. Probably don't need this here, but I don't know, we'll see how it looks. Just an extension of the rail coming around. What it needs is weight as well. Weight and probably pivots to make up for that weight. So to keep the center of gravity lower. Where's our center of gravity? Actually, you know, better doing the rest of the superstructure before we decide that. Because that's where I'll put the engines, right at the center. And then we'll have fuel tanks either side of that. And then that way we can have the... even when the boat starts to empty of fuel, still got a good amount then in them areas. It's kind of gonna, it'll empty evenly. It'll not empty at the front and then lift the front up. Not that that's always a bad thing, but in this instance I think it would be. So by the looks of it, the real one has a bit of an open deck on the back. So for no other reason, looks cool. We're going to do the same. There's a little sort of tender and stuff. We're not going to put the tender on, but we'll put, I don't know, like a smoking area? I don't know. Is that something you'd have on a ferry? Probably would be, wouldn't it? Although I suppose they could just operate a no smoking policy and then sort that issue out. Right. This song's been on as well. This is its second time on. That seems to happen a lot for some reason. Unless it's different versions of the same song, maybe. Did I just cut the music? Yeah, I did just cut the music. Sorry. Okay. Why did I do that? Ah, yes. And then we'll have this as like a kind of... Oh, that's not even our ceiling height. I forgot about that. Okay, so that... I'll have to come out of that then. Could just maybe merge that down into like a sort of fence at the back. What the hell was that noise? I think that's my washing machine. I don't know if you can hear it in the stream, but there's like a sort of really low rumbling noise and like a kind of shaking. That's my washing machine literally shaking the house. Must be like touching the wall or something. Okay, let's not get distracted anymore. Oh yeah, doors. Where am I gonna put the doors? Here. Yes, here. Or actually further up, and then that way we can have the entranceway right under the wheelhouse entrance. So you can walk straight in and you can have like a wee sort of staircase up into the wheelhouse, and then, well, one side would be a staircase up into the wheelhouse which would be crew only, and then another one which would access the top deck, and then I suppose we'll also have a staircase to the top deck out on the back as well. And that'll keep it nice and organised. So save your judgment, cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wakes where I didn't mean to make them break. I was gonna do it like a sort of, I suppose we could have a lower thing at the back here. Just for design, it doesn't have to be at the same height as the... I don't know, I'm sort of regretting doing this now. At this height. It should have been another block up, and then that way you can have... That way you can have the deck come out flush at the side here rather than have this weird shape to it. But we can maybe cut that out at some point. So the other one kind of cuts out at the door, kind of folds up and then just turns into a railing. So you could do the same there. Oh, I've got a good idea now. Here, and then we'll have the name along there. Yes, that's what we'll do. and then the rest of it will be not stairs, railings on top. I suppose we'd even have that wall go all the way along and just have scuppers on it. No, we'll just do a rail. Okay, railings. Where are railings? Where do we end? I don't know how much room we're going to need for the name. I haven't decided how long the name is yet. I haven't decided. We're not going to name it what it's called in real life, because it isn't that, and that way if someone then does make that exactly the same as real life, and then we've stolen their name. So it's better to have it as a name that's kind of not related to the real one. Maybe have it inspired by the real one, but we'll not base it entirely off that. Okay, then we'll have steps that come up from the top deck. This is just a bit of useless reinforcement here. Maybe have that where the fire pump comes up or something on the back, or one of them, and then something else on the other one, or just get rid of it altogether. Actually, that works even better. That will need, yeah, that will need to be in here. The stairs. So we'll have sort of cottage from there the whole way along. Start them a bit further. Actually, we'll make it 5 wide, and then that way we can have a railing on both sides. No, we won't only have the railing on this side, because then it just makes things more easy. So start there, and we'll do a wee bit of a railing on this side that will end once it gets to the wall, like that. Okay, grand. Just gonna use stair tops the whole way up because it's just easier to fill the bottom of these when you're filling it. I'm not sure what's gonna be underneath this. Maybe, see, that'd be a good place for the fire locker. And then you can have like a fire locker on one side and then a first aid kit on the other side, like I've done with a few other boats. Oh yes, that worked out perfectly. This thing is so much. Yeah, I sort of wasn't expecting it to look this big as well. It's still relatively, well, I say relatively small boat. It's bigger than both of my last ferries, and they were big boats. One of them's 28 meters and the other one's 17 meters. And this is 30 meters. And this isn't even to scale. Like, this boat in real life must be huge. Like, I thought they were just kind of commuter boats, but they're like one of the articles of getting photos of Ireland's largest domestic commuter vessel. So domestic being that it just travels within Ireland. Like, obviously the ones that kind of cross over from England and France and all, they're bigger, but in terms of going just point to point on Ireland, yeah, this is the biggest one. The Inspiration is the biggest one in there. Which is pretty cool. Must actually look where the Iron Islands are. I looked up before, but can't remember. Cool to go even just to see this boat. Be a good road trip down. Ship spotting road trip. Oh, that sounds so cool. That could be a like live action video. If I started doing live action content. Ship spotting road trip. Giving myself some great ideas here. So we'll have rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of seats up here. How long does this book commute for? How long is the trip? I don't know. I'll look that up later. But yeah, we'll try and have most of the seats downstairs and inside, so that you're nice and sheltered. But we'll put some up top as well, and then that way, even for a longer trip, it could be a sunny day and you can be outside then. What did we get? Try building another fast fire. I'm surprised how big it was. Yeah, it must. Maybe that's why they're so big. I'm not sure. It's probably different down south than it would be up here. Where I am, it falls under the MCA, which is the Maritime something or other. I don't know. So it's like basically the regulator for commercial vessels, and boats above 20 meters, above 50. What am I thinking here? Boats above 12 passengers that can do more than 20 knots, that's what it is, are considered high-speed craft rather than just passenger vessels. So they fall under a completely different classification. So for them to make this one, like I was checking marine traffic, and this one was doing 30 knots when I was looking at marine traffic. So it's obviously a high-speed craft. So it must just be that they make them as big as possible to make it worthwhile to go under all the extra effort of making it a high-speed craft. That's my best guess as to what it would be. Actually, along here would be good for life rafts, because that's a bit of an awkward place for seats. So I could just stick life rafts in there instead. Yeah, that's a better idea. So I'll just make that a corner instead. I saw a really cool design for a life raft. What was it? It was like a rocket booster and a radar. That's pretty cool. Can't remember what I saw that on. It's another workshop creation. It was very, very nice. Oh, I should have painted the railings a different colour. I always forget about doing that. So you do them as like another kind of standing colour, and then you'll come back later when you've picked the colour that you want them to be, and then use the colour. If we go in here, replace colour, and then it replaces everything with that colour, and it means you don't need to go around and paint all the fiddly railings. I might actually do that now. We'll paint them that blue because I don't think anything else is going to be that blue. Right. So yeah, once we decide what colour the railings will be, then we'll come back and replace the colour, and that'll just save us going around and clicking on all the wee railings and trying to find different railings in different places. Okay, what should we do? We've got 2 minutes. That's not a lot of time. Let's just have another look and see. I'll reseal this just quickly, but mark out where the door will be so that I know for next time. It's not sealed up at the front. See what way it floats. It floats high. That's good because that means we've got a lot of room to place weights before it'll sink. Nice. Okay, what's our visibility like in the wheelhouse? Brilliant. Got basically like more than 180. Over we go. Yeah, that's not great. I want to try and avoid it doing that. Too much buoyancy underneath. Let's just add a strip of weights along the bottom. All the way along by the stern. So that's 10 by 95, so that's 950 mass. We've added to it, so that should be enough to keep it at least sitting lower so that it keeps itself steady. I would hope. So we can get up and down them stairs, no problem. Oh my god, this is so unstable. I have a feeling this was one of the reasons I ditched this the first time. It was because it was too narrow and too unstable. And in fairness, I have made this incredibly narrow with the real one. When I look at it, it looks really long and sort of sleek, but when you actually look at the more detail, it's well enough proportioned. It's not sort of thin and weird like this. Just run them down the sides as well. I'll bring us a wee bit lower in the water. And then also have that kind of, what's the word, cross directional, I don't know. It'll just give us a bit of side to side support. Could just be us walking about this doing that as well. Okay, it's sitting alright now. It should sit better once it has all its weight on board and all the fuel tanks, all, well, not the fuel tanks, the engines, the batteries, all that kind of heavy stuff. That should really make it sit low. Ideally up to about here. Let's mark that with the red as a kind of indicator as to where the wheel or the water line will be. Grand. Okay, so gonna get rid of the template that we made earlier because that's useless now, and I think we'll call it a stream there. So take ourselves a wee screenshot for progress and back just to kind of get. Oh. There we go. Yeah, this thing looks really weird. Anyway, yeah, that'll do us for tonight. So 1 hour and 42 minutes. Jeepers. Not bad. So, should come back to this in the next kind of couple of days. See what more progress we can make. Maybe try and sleek it just a wee bit more. Get a bit nicer looking. I mean, it doesn't look very much like the photo at all. But yeah, till then, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Check out some of the other videos on the channel, and then this will be up as well. Probably not immediately after, but it'll be up soon enough if you want to rewatch it for whatever reason, or if you missed a bit of it, you can watch it all again. So yeah, until the next stream or the next video, whatever comes first. Bye bye.